Thank you for joining Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you enjoy this class. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hi everyone, Rashi from Stretch and Flow here. As you can see, I'm at the beautiful farm studio. It's morning for me here, but wherever you're practicing or whatever time of day, it may be afternoon or evening. So I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Today I'm taking you through a gentle flow with some deep stretches, and we're focusing on the digestive system. So it can be done, anybody can do this. You don't have to necessarily have any digestive issues. But if you're feeling a little bloated or you feel that things aren't moving along as well as they should be, then today's flow, we're really stimulating that area, your digestive organs. We'll be doing a lot of twists, a lot of forward folds, and we'll be working with the breath as well, just to fire that whole digestive system up. So yeah, as always, take responsibility for your own practice. If you've got other concerns with digestion, then please get it checked out. This is no way a substitute for getting it checked out by a health professional. And as always, take responsibility for your practice, so do as much as you feel your body's calling you to do. We'll start by coming into a comfortable seated posture, and make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, but softening through the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. You might want to drop the gaze down at the mat or just close your eyes down. And we'll start with the belly breath. So this is really good to really, almost like you're stoking up the fire in the digestive organs. And just so you get a sense of the belly breath, place one hand on your belly. The other hand can either just rest in whichever way is comfortable, or you can place it on your heart or over the top of the other palm. Sit up nice and tall. And on the breath in, almost like you're filling the whole of the belly up. And on the breath out, just emptying the belly completely. So really taking your time, inhaling, just absorbing the breath to the pit of the belly. And as you exhale, just softening everything down. Just do a few rounds of that. Just noticing how the belly pulls away from the palms on the inhale, and as you exhale, how the belly fills the palm. As we practice today, just allow your contemplation to be whether you spend time nourishing your soul. We all spend time nourishing our bodies with the food that we eat. But just as important, do we spend regular amounts of time, just as we eat regularly, to nourish our soul, to take time to reflect and simply nourish your soul. So do a few more rounds of those belly breaths. And if you can, as you come to the end of your exhale, just gently float the navel in towards the spine, just as you come to the tip of the exhale. This is really good to stimulate the digestive system. If that's too much of a distraction, then just focus on the belly breaths. Otherwise, if you can, just at the end of the exhale, just drawing the belly button in towards the spine, almost like you're giving those internal organs a gentle massage. And then very gently, if the eyes are shut, just gently open them. Let's take another breath in through the nose. A big letting go sigh out the mouth. Gently slide the left hand down the left edge of the mat. The right arm reaches up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're taking it over to the left side for a side stretch. And then almost like we're taking a twist with the waist, almost like we're taking the gaze over that left shoulder. Keep reaching over with the right arm. On the inhale, the right arm reaches up and back, so we're opening up the right side of the body. The gaze can follow if there's no neck issues. On the exhale, you're sweeping it over to the left, taking that little twist in the waist and the spine, turning the gaze over that left shoulder. One more. Inhale, sweep the arm up and over. As you exhale, sweeping it over to the left, taking that subtle twist. Inhale, the right arm comes up, the left arm follows. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, hands to your heart space. Empty the breath completely. One more like that. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, hands down to that heart center. This time slide the right arm down the right side of the mat. The left arm reaches up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're floating it over to the right and then taking that gentle twist. So turning the gaze over that right shoulder. On the inhale, we're opening up the left side of the body, bringing the arm up and then over. And then on the exhale, reaching over. Taking the twist. One more. Inhale to reach up and over. Exhale to reach over and twist. Inhale, the left arm releases up, the right arm follows. Lengthen through the spine as you take a breath in. As you breathe out, left hand in front, right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep the jaw nice and soft. As you exhale, twisting gaze over the right shoulder. Inhaling to lengthen first. Exhaling to twist. Everything comes all the way back round to center. The arms reach up and over. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, twist on the other side. Right hand in front, left hand behind. Remember to lengthen first. Keep the belly breath flowing. And as you breathe out, twisting over the left shoulder. Let's do one more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhaling to twist, really firing up the digestive organs. Everything comes back to center. Mindfully make your way onto all fours, whether that's crossing over your ankles or kicking the legs out to one side. And once you're on all fours, just take a gentle, easy rock from side to side. Soften the gaze down. You might even just want to rock the head from side to side, just keeping everything nice and easy. I invite you to spend time doing things that nourish your soul, not your ego. And if you haven't spent time knowing what nourishes your soul, then I invite you to do so. Take one more breath here. Coming back to a neutral spine. Let's take some cat-cow curls. On the breath in, the waist goes back as the gaze goes up. Feel the stretch across the belly there. On the breath out, rounding and arching that belly button to spine. Inhaling, pushing the waist back. The gaze can go up. As you exhale, belly button to spine. Let's do one more. Breathing in. And letting the breath go. Back to a neutral spine. Just walk the hands back towards the knees. On the breath in, reach the arms up and over, really stretching those belly organs. And on the breath out, float the hands onto the back, around about where the kidneys are. Let's take the back bend a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen first. As you exhale, using your hands to support you as you lean back, open the heart. Really getting that fresh blood in the belly, the digestive organs. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. Tuck the chin into the chest. Hug the inner thighs together as you push yourself up safely. The arms reach up again. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, take a swan dive down to your mat. Empty the breath. Walk the palms to the edges of the mat as you drop into puppy pose. Know that you only get one soul. Choose wisely and be good to it. Listen to its wisdom. Really get that nice extension of the spine, pushing the chest towards the mat, the hips towards the ceiling. Taking a breath in, let the breath go. And then very gently start to walk the hands back, Coming back onto all fours. Either stay here or dig the toes in and come up for downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, perhaps walking the knees out, widening through the collarbone. Soften the neck. You might want to shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Rock the hips from side to side. Notice what's happened to your breath. You're inhaling and you're exhaling. Bend the knees as much as you need to. One more breath. On the inhale, lift the heels up, come up onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, imagine there's a tight rope in the middle of your mat. On the inhale, the right leg flicks up. On the exhale, you're just bringing the right toes in front of the left. Inhale, the left leg flicks up. As you exhale, placing it in front. And just keep going like that with your breath until you reach your palms. Just taking your time. There's no rush. And once you've reached your palms, just allow the body just to hang in ragdoll. So the upper body, almost like it's rolling over the thighs, and that little pressure in the pit of the belly as you scoot the navel towards the spine. Just that engagement, just to fire up the digestive organs. Get the blood flowing. Perhaps a gentle rock from side to side. Know that you're breathing in. Know that you're breathing out. Do things that nourish your soul, not your ego. If it doesn't nourish your soul, then simply get rid of it. One more breath here. Press into the mat with the feet. Let's breathe the arms all the way up to standing. Taking a big breath in, the gaze can follow. As you exhale, hands to your heart space. Empty the breath completely. Inhale, the arms reach up and over. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, a forward fold. Empty the breath. Don't rush it. Inhale, a halfway lift, a nice flat back. As you exhale, a forward fold. The belly rests on the thighs. Let's breathe the arms up again all the way to standing. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, hands to your heart space, emptying the breath. Inhale, the arms reach up and over, taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, a forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, a halfway lift. As you exhale again, drop the crown of the head, scoop the belly in. Let it roll over the thighs. So those series of postures there, sun salutations, they're sometimes called. They can be done at any time of the day. They're really good first thing in the morning. We'll do another round, and just the set of poses are really designed almost to stoke that internal fire up. In the Sanskrit, it's called Agni, which literally translated means fire. And the series of stretches are just designed to warm the body up, to stoke the digestive system up. So great to be done first thing in the morning. And it's a beautiful stretch for the whole of the body. So let's do one more. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. A big letting go, sigh out the mouth. Press into the mat with the feet. Let's sweep the arms all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, hands to your heart space, empty the breath. Inhale, the arms reach up and over. Let's take a back bend. And as you exhale, a forward fold as you empty the breath. Inhale, a halfway lift, a nice flat back. As you exhale, a forward fold as you empty the breath. This time on the inhale, breathe the arms all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bend the knees and drop the hips down for seated chair. You can come down as low as you want. The tailbone is heavy, but you're lifting up through the crown of the head. Really flare the elbows out. Take a deep inhale, lengthen. As you breathe out, twist over to the right. So you can either keep a little upright in the twist, or you can lean the body forward, hook the left elbow over the right knee, and gaze over the right shoulder for a deeper twist. Hold it for a breath in, let the breath go. On the inhale, bring everything back round, lengthen through the legs, reach the arms up, take a big breath in, arms reach over the head, and as you exhale, seated chair, empty the breath. Another inhale, and as you exhale, this time over to the left, either keeping upright or leaning the body forward, hooking right elbow over left thigh, and gazing over the left shoulder. One more breath. Everything comes back round to center. The arms reach up and over. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, a swan dive down to your mat. Inhale, a halfway lift. As you exhale, a forward fold. And then scoot the feet so they're a little bit wider than hip width. And the toes are fanning outwards. And then start to just creep the body up, notch by notch. But float the belly button into the spine. Keep that belly breath flowing. All the way to standing. Peeling the shoulders back. Let out a big letting go sigh. On the inhale, the arms reach up. Follow with your eye gaze. On the exhale, coming into a squat or malasana. This is really good for digestion. Some of you may be here. Some of you may be able to come all the way down. So you can feel those internal organs just having a little pressure applied. And whether you're down here or whether you're a little bit higher, it doesn't matter. If the arms are on a part of the leg and you can use them just to push the legs apart a little, go ahead. And then wherever you are, you can take a gentle rock from side to side. So you can be up a little higher and do the same. Try and keep length through the crown of the head. You're inhaling and you're exhaling, perhaps rocking onto one heel and then rocking to the side onto the other heel. It's almost like you're just giving those internal organs just a little massage. Keep that breath flowing. One more breath. And then gently come down, place your hands down and come down onto your sit bones. Extend the left leg out to the side and bring the right foot in. So again, sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Perhaps a big letting go sigh out the mouth. And just easy, just slide that left arm down the inner edge of that left leg. If it reaches the sole of the foot, you can grab hold of it. If not, wherever it lands on the calf or the ankle. The left arm reaches up. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, that same kind of twist, so reaching over and then turning the gaze over the left shoulder. Keep that breath flowing. So inhaling in, exhaling, perhaps reaching over and twisting a little bit more. One more breath. And then inhale, the right arm reaches up, the left arm follows. Take a big breath in. Let's turn it into a twist. Left hand on right knee, right hand comes behind. Lengthen first on the breath in. As you breathe out, twisting over that right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Everything comes back round to center. Just tuck the left foot in with the right foot so the soles of the feet are together. The knees are pushing out to the side. You can lift the hips up a couple of times just to realign. And then use your palms or your elbows or your forearms just to gently push the knees apart. Take a breath in here. Let the breath go. And then gently cradling the toes or the ankles. Keep pushing the knees out to the side. On the inhale, lift up. And on the exhale, start to float the body over the toes. Keep that belly breath flowing. Dropping the crown of the head, softening the back of the neck. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. One more breath here. Start to listen to that soul. Start to nourish it and then follow your soul. It knows the way. Whatever is good for your soul, then simply do that. Let go of the rest. One more breath. Gently lifting the body all the way back up. And this time we're extending that right leg down to the side. The left foot comes in. Take a breath in. Let the breath go. The right arm just gently slides down the inner side of that right leg. You can grab hold of the sole of the foot if you have access. Otherwise, anywhere on that leg is fine. And then the left arm reaches up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're floating it over, twisting at the waist, and then gazing over that right shoulder, feeling that twist. Inhale, a subtle lengthening. Exhale, perhaps twisting a little bit more. One more breath. The left hand comes up. The right arm releases. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, this time the right hand goes on the left knee. The left hand comes behind to support you. You're lengthening, inhaling in. As you exhale, turn and twist over the left shoulder. Breathing in to lengthen. And as you breathe out, just twisting a little bit more. Everything comes all the way back round. And then bring both feet together, coming to the top of the mat. So just to take a little pressure off the hamstrings, just keep the knees bent a little. Some of you may even want to place a bolster here or a rolled up blanket so that the belly has a little bit of pressure in as you fold forward. So you can keep the knees bent as much as you like. On the breath in, the arms reach up. It's like you're scooping the belly in, engaging the core, and then folding forward. So again, wherever your hands land, they don't have to reach the feet. And then you feel that little pressure on the belly organs. Again, stimulating the digestive system. Almost like you're just moving everything along. For some of you, you might even want to cross the wrists. And if you can reach the feet, grab opposite palms to opposite feet as you just pull the body down a little bit more. Soften the back of the neck. You're inhaling and you're exhaling. Heal and nourish your soul first. And then just follow and watch as the rest of the body follows. It's from the inside out. Nourish that first. One more breath. And then gently just starting to walk the hands back, coming down onto your elbows, scooting the feet towards the sit bones. Take a breath in, so keep the knees together. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just drop them over to one side. It doesn't matter which. And drop the gaze over to the other side. Keep squeezing the knees as you twist. Inhale, pushing the knees up, using your core. And as you exhale, just floating them over to the other side. Perhaps the gaze can be to the opposite side. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Inhale, the knees come back up. And then gently just lower yourself down onto the mat. Bring the knees in for a gentle squeeze. Perhaps taking some rotations one way and then the other way. One more breath here. And then gently keep hold of the right knee. The left leg can extend down onto the mat. So making adjustments with the hips if you need to, so you're comfortable. And it's almost like you're hooking, if you have access, the elbow below the knee, just applying pressure, so you feel pressure in that whole digestive area there. And it's almost like you're trying to push that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Take a breath in, let the breath go. You can either stay like that, or you can take a half happy baby. So angle the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling, the knees still tracking in towards the right shoulder. Some of you may have the range to place the right palm to the inner or outer edge of the foot, or holding on to the ankle of the calf, and just pushing that knee towards the right. You can hold the left hip down with the left hand if you feel like it's popping out a little bit. Take a deep inhale in, let the breath go. And then very gently with the left palm, just place it over the right knee. Release the right arm out to the side and use that left palm to take a twist over to the left. The gaze can be to the outstretched arm. And twists are so good for just getting rid of toxins so that your digestive system can work a little bit more efficiently. Couple it with those deep belly breaths. So inhaling in, exhaling out. One more breath here. And then bringing that right knee back. Bring the left knee into meeting. Take a gentle rock again, perhaps making some circles one way and then the other way. And then when you're ready, just release the right leg down onto the mat. You can hook the left elbow underneath the left knee. You gently just push it in towards the left shoulder. Just applying that pressure in the digestive area on the other side of the body. Keep the breath flowing, inhaling and exhaling. And you can use your right palm just to push the right hip if it's lifting up. One more breath here. And then the right palm just gently hooks onto the right knee. The left arm comes out to the side and you just guide that left knee over to the right. The chin can turn to the extended arm. You're breathing a little slower, a little deeper. One more breath here. And then gently, just guiding that left knee back. The right knee follows. Again, those little rotations one way and then the other. And then allow the feet to drop down onto your mat, roughly hip width distance. Scoot the feet up towards the sit bones so that when the arms are down by your side, the heels are gently just kissing the fingertips. Just a rough guide. Soften the spine and shoulders onto the mat. On the inhale, reach back with the arms. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, float the hands down by your side, and as they land back down onto the mat, use them to push the hips up. So engaging the glute muscles here. Shining the heart up. Make sure the knees are pushing up and forwards. Take a breath in, let the breath go. Another inhale, push the hips up a little higher. As you exhale, just gently lowering them down with control, one notch at a time. Once the sit bones have landed, just soften them down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, the arms come back down. As they land on the mat, the hips push up nice and high. Engaging those glutes, rolling onto the shoulders, a deep inhaling, push them up a little higher. And as you exhale, it's coming all the way down onto the mat. And then gently just extending the legs down. And we'll just spend a few moments in Shavasana here. So this is a beautiful final pose of most practices. I'm just going to talk you through the pose. If you feel you want to stay here for a little bit longer after, then go ahead. But the importance of Shavasana to the importance of digestion. So Shavasana is where the body just rests. Perhaps the mind comes into contemplation, comes into meditation. Use those belly breaths, so deeply filling the belly up and then making sure that you've expelled all the air before you take the next inhale. That subtle engagement of navel to spine at the end of the exhale. And you've probably heard the phrase rest and digest, and Shavasana is a beautiful posture for that. It is a posture. And as we rest and digest, blood starts to circulate a little bit more in the digestive area. It's pulled away from the extremities of our body and can really focus on those internal organs. That's why it's so important not to do anything strenuous straight after eating. Treat your body with gentleness and make sure that you're nourishing your soul fully. Take a deep inhale in through the nose, a big letting go sigh at the mouth. So gently bring the left knee into your body. You can hook the elbow around the left elbow, pulling it into the shoulder, again stimulating the belly area. And then bring the right arm behind you. Reach back with the fingertips of the right palm and point the toes of the right foot. Take a deep inhale in, let the breath go. And then gently bringing the hand back down, just releasing the left leg down. Readjust if you need to by just lifting the hips or rocking from side to side. And then this time bringing the right knee in towards the body. Hooking the right elbow around the knee, hugging it close in towards that right shoulder. This time the left arm reaches back, pointing with the fingertips and pointing with the left toes. Take a deep inhale in and let the breath go. And then gently releasing the left arm down. Bring the left knee back into the chest, so both knees are into the chest. And then just roll over to your preferred side. Staying in a little fetal posture here. Just taking a few breaths in and letting them go. And then using that top arm just to come up mindfully in a seated posture. We'll finish with a little bit of breath work and a little bit of massage. So just rock from side to side, just getting that sweet spot. Soften through the shoulders. Shrug the shoulders up on the inhale and a gentle dropping down on the exhale. Lengthen through the crown of the head again. As you breathe out, just take a quick glance over the right shoulder, just an easy twist. Inhale, coming back through to center. As you exhale, over to the other side. And then coming back around to center, just bring the right hand and bring the right thumb just towards the left finger, at the bottom of the left finger. Just wrap the other fingers around it so that you're making a little fist. The knuckles are pointing out. And then just start to bring the palm just around that navel area, making some circles clockwise. So really focusing on lengthening the inhale and the exhale. You might want to shut the eyes down and use sensation as your guide. And just gently, taking it as slow as you like, just massaging around that area. Sometimes it's nice, especially if you are suffering from any digestive issues, just to put some diluted peppermint oil on your palm. Just spending about 5 rounds of breath, just gently massaging in a clockwise direction, taking it as slow as you like. Perhaps if you're finding any tender spots, just linger there for a little bit more. once you've done your 5, shut the eyes down. Take those belly breaths again. So you might even want to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, or just let the other arm rest. And again on the inhale, really filling up the belly with the breath. And on the exhale, just emptying it completely and then pulling in the navel towards the spine at the tip of the exhale. Let's do another couple more like that. Inhaling, letting the breath go. And perhaps one more. And just come into that normal breath. As you're just breathing, just your normal breath cycle, it might be slower, just because you've done a practice. Just let the arms rest wherever they are. Sit up nice and tall, soften through the jaw. And know that it's important to trust your gut, to follow your instincts, to listen to your heart, to feed your soul, to rest your mind, to nourish your body, but also nourish your soul. To breathe without concern, and to do what makes your soul smile every sweet day. On the breath in, reach the arms up, take a big breath in. The gaze can follow. And on the breath out, gently bring your hands to your heart space as we gently bow towards our fingertips. Know that your soul is always going to whisper your truth to you. Your soul wants what's best for you. And if you try and silence its voice, eventually that little sweet whisper will become a loud roar. So listen to it every day. Feed thy body and nourish thy soul. Namaste.
Thank you once again for joining us on Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you've enjoyed this wonderful stretch. There's plenty more to come, so please comment below, subscribe, invite friends to join this wonderful experience with Stretch and Flow with Rashi. Once again, have a great day and talk to you soon.